Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Here's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want it.
Here's Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Money! No, 20! 54! And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And now the Lions defensive starters.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Here we go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time a 9-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Detroit. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Bound to lose 1. Chance.
Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. To throw is Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they contemplate what to do on 4th and goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Here we go.
This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. To the right side, complete to Taylor. That's good for 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. sack back around the 8. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Second time, defense, let's go.
On second down, it's Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Fighting his way through contact. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch the twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. Got a man. Touchdown, 49ers. It's Selleck. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Right there, 56. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it'll be second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got good one, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Play action, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65, 65.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing is Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock.
Here we go.
He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go. 180. You ain't got nothing.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
Here we go.
But that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, that is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Stafford now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Come get some. Come get some.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the 2nd quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to run now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check, block 54, block 54.
Now a first down throw. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's James. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Blue 60. Watch the run, watch the run.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that'll bring up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now Garoppolo lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Garoppolo nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good open field tackling there, a 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 16, Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
Ready? Blue 16!
Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Plato's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. That can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield and finding the end zone 3 times, that'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Agnew now to return. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down at Stafford. James has got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Pass from Stafford caught by Amendola. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. 3 bucks.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford looks to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Amendola, he was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again at Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. And I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers. And that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo and his offense heading back on the field. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hot!
On first down, Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 180!
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Gold is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford now to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. The completion to Ritter. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. To the right and complete to Gamenato. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Move 60. 56.
Stafford with a give. This is Riddick down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Johnson. Fights off the defender. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Matt Prater on for the field goal of 24 yards.
Prater's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Garoppolo and the Niners now. Down 28-27, 44 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Go ahead.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.